my gosh, that was good.
That was not bad, was it?
Oh my gosh, we didn't say it.
Hello. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we just roll with it?
Yeah, of course.
What are we welcoming them to?
I don't know. Welcome to
The Mastery, Soccer Life Mastery?
Mastery Football Academy Soccer Life Mastery 2.0 podcast. Woo!
Wow, what a word.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about goalkeepers. Did you know that?
Yeah, of course.
Do you know Ignacio is a goalkeeper?
No.
Was a goalkeeper?
No.
You were a goalkeeper and I'm becoming a goalkeeper.
Yeah. No. Okay. So here's my point. I used to play as a goalkeeper when I couldn't do it because of injury or anything like that, and I used to love it. But now we have here Mr. Goalkeeper.
And I'm goalkeeper because I'm becoming fat and lazy. And Sunday evenings with our senior futsal league players of ages 15 up, we have a futsal game at Marion. And I always end up in goals because all the boys, the academy boys, don't want to go in goals. So I take one for the team. And I'm lazy.
But look, you're there as a coach technically too.
Yeah.
So you're in the perspective that you can see the whole game, you can control it, you can talk, and you have like some skills every time they pass it to you. It's pretty much like a defender with really nice skills.
Oh, that kind of brings us to kind of the topic as a keeper. It's not just, you got to be a leader, you got to be able to communicate because you can see the entire pitch and you got to have foot skills. The modern day goalkeeper.
And that's the reason we keep saying to you guys, for example, when you play it, every time the goalkeeper has the ball, where should you go? Mm-hmm. So you open up in a way that you can see the whole court or the whole pitch. Because like if you're giving the back to them, you're not seeing like the other players coming to take the ball away from you. Mm-hmm. So you open up. So that's the vision of the goalkeeper. And normally in futsal, that's the reason in futsal normally the goalkeeper is the captain.
Mm-hmm. He sees the pitch, he directs the play.
They normally they are the one who talk the most as well, which is important.
So like Anas was saying, this is why being able to see the entire pitch is so important. So for a midfielder even, a striker even, can we open up in a way we can see the whole entire pitch? Because when you can see the pitch, you can see where the opposition is, you can see where your teammates is, and then you know what to do. So as a keeper, they can definitely help communicate, be like, hey look, should be there, hey look, drop back. And if you watch the YouTube, the video analysis we do of the futsal games, you can kind of see me directing the players and kind of see, okay, someone's forgot there's a guy behind them because he hasn't seen the entire pitch. So that's something you should check out on the YouTube. The video analysis is a great new YouTube series that we've been doing. Super beneficial. You can really learn the tactical side of football.
Yeah, and if you haven't heard anything about it, we did a podcast episode totally related to that. So please.
Yes, it will come last week.
Yeah, last week. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to do the
last week.
Yeah. Soon to blah blah blah.
In 2 days last week.
yeah.
2 days last week.
You don't understand. So we're pre-recorded these podcasts. So
yeah,
the video analysis
1 week ahead.
Yeah, there's too much. That's like time travel. Yeah.
We are in the future.
For us, the video analysis episode will come out in 2 days. For you watching this episode, it came out last week. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Phenomenal.
And that brings us to the other episode that we're traveling.
Bro, I feel like I'm.
What are you gonna do like in 10 years time, or like? Can you remember like when you were 10 years old? Can you remember like last week, tomorrow? Like, yeah, it's quite different.
Have you seen that movie Tenet?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, how good is it, man?
Well, I was confusing in the beginning.
You have to watch it twice.
Oh, everyone keeps saying that.
Yeah, you actually have to.
I think I understand in the very first one because I saw so many comments earlier.
I think we're getting off topic, but I think it's an absolute masterpiece because with Tenet, the idea of Tenet is that you know the future while you're living the past or whatever because you know both sides. So when you watch it the first...
Which in that case, the past is the present.
Yes, and because when you watch it the first time, you only get to understand one side of it. But when you watch it twice... You remember the end of it and you're watching from the start. Yeah. So you're actually living the movie Tenet. I think it's an absolute masterpiece. It's underrated.
See that?
People don't understand.
If you haven't watched it, watch it twice.
Yeah. You have to watch it twice.
That's Kyle advice, don't you?
Yeah. Not goalkeeper advice, just movie watching advice.
It's a masterpiece. The other masterpiece is Man vs. Bee. No, I'm kidding.
What? I refuse to watch Man vs. Bee. Let us know if you watch Man vs. Bee, the Mr.
It's
Bean
funny,
movie.
I'm telling you. It's funny.
Yeah, but I hate it, bro. You're silly. Yeah. Silly movies I can't do, man. I need movies
see that? He can't handle me anymore. He said, I hate silly stuff. Like
I hate silly movies, man. And you're the silliest guy I know. But no. Let's go back to goalkeeping. Mm-hmm. As much as we like to talk nonsense. And Asio's retired from the podcast. No. So with keepers, so I feel like a lot of times...
I'm going to be fired soon.
We're going to have to chat after. No.
So
There's no episode next
I'm gonna be
week.
fighting in 30 minutes, which in that case it was like a week and a half ago.
This podcast is getting derailed. So with goalkeepers, yeah, oftentimes they get neglected at training because the coach of the team is an outfield player. He's an outfield coach, and so we fell victim to that at the very beginning. You know, when we were new.
Yeah.
But we're trying to fix it. So we're introducing a goalkeeper academy, a goalkeeper coach. So for the players that are in our team, they receive specialist goalkeeper coaching, whether it's one-on-one or in a group of two, depending on how many keepers that we have in the team. But also we've opened that up to everybody. So if you're in the city or if you're north and you're looking for extra goalkeeper training, specialist keeper training from really experienced keepers, we're here to help you. And so for what we see is, like we mentioned, at training, the whole entire training for a normal club training is for the outfield players, and the goalkeeper's just standing there doing nothing the whole time, or he's doing a passing drill or whatever else. He saves about 2 shots in a training. We want to try to make sure that you don't just get that, because keepers need to be, they need proper training too. Yeah. They can't be neglected, because especially in futsal or outdoor anyway, if you don't have a proper keeper, it's game over. Yeah. You really need a good keeper. Really, it's a game changer of a good keeper to a bad keeper. So we're excited to work on our keepers. And you said you might have some experience as a goalkeeper. What are some things maybe a keeper needs to work on, and etc.? On
that point, you were just saying like the importance of the goalkeeper. Think about it. Like if you strike, if he doesn't score a goal, technically it's fine. We want you to score because that's your job to do it. Mm-hmm. But and then just come like to the center backs and the full backs. If they come, there's the goalkeeper. So the goalkeeper is the last hope.
Yes. So and we need you to have. We need hope in you.
If the goalkeeper is terrible, we don't have any hope. So then the center back and full back will be the last hope. Because can you imagine? They're not gonna. Then it's a goal.
Yeah. As soon as the defender.
If you have like a really goalkeeper, for example, like when the ball comes, you're kind of like, he's gonna save it, he's gonna save it,
and he does. He's like, yeah.
So it's kind of like a hero.
Yeah.
So and the goalkeeper, it's so important. And nowadays, one of the most important things that coaches are doing it's training them with their foot.
100%.
Okay, you need to know if you're in trouble, we're gonna pass to you. I don't want you just to kick the ball away. I want you to stop, think about if you can pass. If you don't have any other option, then yes, you kick.
Yes.
Or if you can dribble, well, don't do it. But if you can, well,
maybe
you can just give it a shot. If you're in a good spot and if you're experienced enough, if you've been training a lot, then yes. If you don't, just kick the ball away. But it's important. Like for example, the only experience that I had as a goalkeeper was playing when I got injury, and I could see the team playing in a different way because I was in the perspective of seeing the whole team. Like literally from the back, I was watching them. I was like, okay, cool. So we're doing right on that perspective, and totally wrong on that one. So how do we fix it? So as a goalkeeper, you normally go to the full back, so like the center back, and say, hey, just tell like the midfielder, defensive midfielder.
Defensive midfielder.
Defensive midfielder. Just tell them they need to drop back a little bit quicker, or like they need to pass with more quality. Like their passes or something like that. So you kind of see things that the other ones are not able to see it.
And then you have to communicate that to your team to help your team. Because that's why we say communication is important, is to help, is to give people information, Yeah,
exactly.
Well, something else I'd say is that if you watch our video analysis series, you can see we've been speaking about that with our keepers is, once, actually to our defenders first. Hey, defenders, if you're in trouble and you're running towards your own goal with that attacker behind you, just use your keeper rather than just booting it out for a corner or booting out for a throw-in. Can we keep possession? And that doesn't work unless we trust our goalkeeper. And if that doesn't work unless our goalkeeper communicates and says, hey, look, can you pass to me? Can you, I'm here for you if you need help. And some of the moments that with our goalkeepers is we've gotten to that stage of passing to our keeper, but then we boot it out. So the next stage for us is, call keeper, can we try to control the ball, have the confidence to take that time, take that first touch, look around and see a good pass, rather than just booting it up the field, which sometimes is necessary, but not always. And that's kind of something that we've been trying to learn and to try to develop our goalkeepers. That's another next important point. So I'm getting emails from Specsavers like all day saying, you're like 2 years overdue for a test. So I need to get glasses, man.
Quickly, so we had like a quickly break just to try to see if it was in focus or not. I haven't seen it yet, But like before we just started, he was like, I think I might need to wear glasses.
Yeah.
And then he was like, it's not focused. So if that's...
It may have been focused. It's just I'm so blurry that I couldn't tell.
So you're going to see Kaya doing like, so what I was trying to do... what happened, Kaya?
It's got to spend all day on the computer, man.
Yeah.
Phone. You too, yeah, it's bad, huh?
All the time.
What's the story with you somehow going blind for 3 months and then you fix your vision?
Oh, yeah.
That makes no sense.
This is a little bit complicated to explain, but I will explain. So I got a surgery that I had to do it, and one of the medicines just dropped on that side here. I was allergic. I didn't know.
Oh, wow.
And then I was totally blurred vision on the left side. And then the doctor just came with like, kind of like eye drop. Is
right,
it?
yeah.
So he put on here and on that one. I was allergic to that one too.
Wow.
So I was literally blind. For 2 months, I couldn't see a thing. I literally couldn't see a thing.
That's frightening.
And before that, I used to wear glasses, but like just for reading and watching TV, and sometimes like to see like far away stuff. And then after that surgery, everything went wrong. 2 months I couldn't see anything. I was even like learning and having classes like how to walk properly. Then when you're desperate, you kind of like do a lot of stuff. I was praying a lot. I was doing like a lot of different stuff like that. Then we met like one person that were like, look, you're blind already. There's nothing we can do. I never seen anything like that. So let's just try to do something. So he just tried like one thing on my eyes. It was like, what is the name of the thing that you kind of like use here? Oh, my nails.
A file, like a nail filer, like a yeah.
Yeah, but like probably for eyes. Not like, hold on, let me fix your eyes. No. It was like something like that. So he
shaved your eye off.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was painful. I remember like my mom and everyone saying there was plenty of blood.
Don't try this at home.
Oh yeah, definitely don't. Like, there was a doctor, like professional doctor, trying something technically unusual, but like, well, quick short story. I woke up the next day. Brushed my teeth, came downstairs, and then suddenly I was like, oh, hold on.
I can see.
It was totally blurred still.
Yeah.
But like I could see like, hey, mom. She was like, yeah, what? I can see you. I cannot perfectly see you, but like you're wearing purple.
Yeah.
She was like, can you really see me? And I was like, yeah. It was like totally like swelling my eyes. It was like big. Yeah. I was like, mom, I think I can see. And then on that day I was like, well, if I can see like this forever now, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Because I can see something. Then next day I came to the same doctor and he gave me like a different eye drop, like different medicines. He was like, hey, you should put like something on your eyes like for a week at least. Well, I was like, no, I want to see it. No, he was like, no, you still like have injury in the eye, so let's see. And then after a week, I took this out. I was like, I had like headache for 2 weeks because I couldn't see again. But then I could see everything properly, and I never had to wear glasses anymore. I know, it's weird.
That's absurd. I thought you were going to say you got like, because oftentimes when you get bad vision, you get laser surgery.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. Nah, the surgery that I had was like literally in the brain or something like that, and then a lot of things just went wrong. Wow. And I was like, Mom, let's retire the glasses.
Yeah, now you got good vision. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, I was talking about the goalkeeper. Of course, we were talking about that and the importance of the coaching, like the goalkeeper coach. Well, different than any wings striker, you don't need to know how to dive. You don't need to know how to literally jump, right? But as a goalkeeper, if you jump totally wrong, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
you might gonna break something if you just like, we just need to jump. Bloop.
And then
nope, don't do it. So the goalkeeper is there to help you, to teach you how to jump or how to fall
or land.
Yeah, how to fall or how to land.
Because even that, like, I have no idea about that. I had no idea that's what you have to learn. So that's why, as an outfield, a lot of outfield coaches take the team, and then they've got no idea what a goalkeeper actually needs. So this is why, a perfect example. I had no idea they had to learn that.
And the coach will help you. For example, okay, the ball is coming on that side here. Should I use my right hand to go, or should I use the left hand? Because there is an explanation about that one too. Right. Well, like, look, this is the easy one. Yeah, but like if it's coming here, so what are you gonna do?
It's too hot. Yeah, right.
So how are you gonna use it? How are you gonna jump? If you jump like this, how are you gonna fall? You're gonna use your hand. Or you're gonna use the shoulder. How are you gonna do it?
Yeah, wow.
If you use your hand and then it just go wrong, okay, something bad gonna happen to you. So yes, definitely. They're definitely gonna teach you how to do this. And once you learn it, you get confidence. And then every time the ball comes, you're not afraid.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the first mistakes and first kind of like, there's no mistakes. Like when kids start playing as a goalkeeper. Oh, the ball's coming there. Oh, I'm afraid to jump. So they're afraid to jump.
Yeah.
So they don't jump because they don't have the confidence enough. They haven't been trained yet. So they kind of like, oh, they don't jump. If they do jump, they jump like this.
Right.
Not like properly.
Yeah.
So that's the importance of goalkeeper coach. They're going to help you like, okay, if the ball's coming, should you run like this? Should you run like this? How are you going to move? So there's so many tricky stuff that the goalkeeper coach is going to help you to learn all the basic stuff and the advanced stuff too.
Yeah, because so we have a recent goalkeeper coach. I think he was in the video that we're going to post soon. He's come from England, and he just looks professional. He dives, he jumps, he's got no fear. He zooms up, and he's clearly had really good coaching back in England. And so that's what we want to try to replicate, because we see other goalkeepers who are a bit more timid. They just stand. They don't seem to have that same proper technique of goalkeepers.
They're gonna save all the balls on their hands. Technically, everything a little bit far away or like
it's
something.
not gonna happen.
Nope.
Yeah, and so that's the importance. Like, you know, a keeper that does save that goal that you never thought he would save, that changes the whole game. You get that momentum. Instead of going,
the whole team is just like,
yay! Instead of going 2-0 down, okay, it's just 1-0. Now we're going to fight back. We're going to get that other goal. So having that keeper who really saves you in those crazy moments, it's crucial. It's really beneficial. So we're super excited to really make sure that all our keepers or our academy keepers are getting that type of coaching. But also if you're from another club or academy, you're still welcome to come and get trained by us as well in the Goalkeeper Academy program.
And the other thing is, a good goalkeeper might affect the other team too.
Yeah.
If they're trying to score, the goalkeeper saving everything, they're gonna get like the mental
Like, damn,
part of it.
how do we get
It's gonna
past
be
them? It's impossible.
Oh, there's a penalty! Yay! The goalkeeper just saved. The other team will be like totally down, and that's a chance that you can score. Look, we did like some episodes about talking about FIFA, right? Which is, it can be silly, but it can be also important. Let me explain why. So FIFA now has one thing. So when you play like career mode and when you choose to play with one player, it's just an example. If you score a goal, they kind of make like you even better than you are for like 10, 15 minutes.
True.
So
You see that all the time.
yeah,
In real life.
in real life, that's totally true. So for example, if the goalkeeper just saved, you can see something on the goalkeeper just flicking there, like, okay, so the goalkeeper's like saving everything now. Same thing to you. So in the game, in the real life, it's literally the same. If you miss a penalty, then you're like, oh no, I missed the penalty. So maybe you put yourself down. Unless, like, you miss the penalty, then it's a corner kick, and then the ball just comes, you score, then you're totally fine.
You think, oh, okay,
you
I
still
saved
have the
myself.
chance to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
But like, only on that case. Otherwise, if the ball just come there, you kind of feel, oh my gosh, if I had scored that one, it would be like, done, we're gonna win. Blah,
Yeah.
blah. So you kind of put yourself down.
And it's the same way where even I remember as a kid, if I scored a goal, for the next 10 minutes, I'm zooming, I'm in the flow,
yes, I'm free.
rolling, bro, I got the confidence, I'm ready to, and then you play better because you got that confidence, you got that intensity, you got that energy. So that's so true with the whole FIFA thing. And being a keeper, if you can prevent those players from getting that extra energy, extra intensity, that confidence, well, then your team's going to do better. So very important for keepers to have that, for your team to rely and have hope in your keeper. He's going to save this penalty, or he's going to save this one-on-one.
Keeper should be like more, how can I say, they should put like keeper like in a different position, to be completely honest. Because like when you play with your friends, what do? You pick up your friend, or you pick up like the best player, but you never think about the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And then if you play only with friends, oh, who's gonna be the goalkeeper? Oh, I don't want to be goalkeeper. And then you go there play as a goalkeeper just because. Or if you do have a goalkeeper like in the game or something, then normally it's not like the first one who be chosen. Like I would choose the goalkeeper quickly. Like okay, so if I have everyone here and then there's only one person wearing gloves.
So that's the thing, they're rare.
You're like, oh, there's one person wearing gloves. I'm the first one to start. Yeah, I want this guy.
100%. Because there's
and people just keep thinking, oh, strike.
It's no good because there's less people that want to be keeping. There's just less good keepers.
Yeah,
they're more rare. They're more valuable. We've had a couple of our our coaches in the carnivals go, "Who's that keeper? Far out. He's really good." And people really want those keepers.
Yeah, exactly. So when they notice how good they are, they want the goalkeeper so badly.
100%. I also had a couple of players, this is something for some people to maybe think about. We've had a couple of players who are really passionate about soccer, but they I've just struggled with the athleticism and the skill side, the coordination, where they struggle to get into the club teams, into the academy teams. And a conversation we had, because we're starting this goalkeeper academy, is, look, people value goalkeepers. Everyone needs a goalkeeper. So maybe that might be a calling. Maybe you should start practicing being a goalkeeper, because then clubs and academies are going to try to want you, because a lot of teams don't have a goalkeeper at all. So if you are a player that loves football, loves soccer, and you're just really struggling to really get your foot skills, really get your athleticism, you feel like you're slow or unfit, and you feel like you're just struggling and not getting success in that area, it could be something to think about. Maybe I'll try goalkeeping. Maybe that's actually my strength in football. Maybe my jumping and my reaction time is better than my fitness and my speed. So that could be definitely a good option, because everyone needs a goalkeeper. We can never find goalkeepers. So I think that could be definitely a good option for a lot of players that love soccer but are struggling to be successful.
Exactly. If you haven't found your position yet, try to be goalkeeper. Maybe you might gonna have fun. Every time you save a ball, you're gonna feel like it's so cool, because you kind of like feel like, save the team. I'm the new Power Ranger.
We had this kid. Yeah, seriously, we had this kid, under 10 keeper. He was filling in as he was outfield. He's a great outfield player. We put him in goals, and he did a couple crazy saves, and the parents went wild. And the coaches and the players were like, oh my god, that was so good. He only wants to be keeper now.
Wow.
Because he loved it. He loved the passion of, I saved my team. Everyone's going wild because of the save I did.
It's feeling important.
It's
because
amazing.
sometimes, you're not good at striker, but have you tried as a goalkeeper? As I mentioned to you, remember the goalkeeper for my team. He used to play as a striker before he started playing as a goalkeeper. And then one day in the training session, the goalkeeper got injured. They put him as a goalkeeper. He was like, I used to like playing as a goalkeeper, but I'm a striker. But he was saving all those balls, and they were like, oh, okay, hold on, this is good. Yeah. And then he just became the best goalkeeper we had.
It's crazy.
And still, with his foot, he was amazing. He's scoring plenty of goals. And this is important. That doesn't mean you need to score goals. In futsal, though, you can score a lot.
Yeah.
In the game, if you're losing in the tournament, we normally kind of put someone in how to say it, in the line? How you say it?
Yeah, in line.
Yeah.
Line up.
And then you just put someone there rather than the goalkeeper, and then every time they have the ball, you kind of swap. But if you do have a really nice goalkeeper, you don't need it. You can just use him all the time. So.
Which is another thing about futsal is even if you have the worst coach in the world, if you play futsal as a keeper, you're going to get good practice, because there's so many shots happening in futsal because the goal's really close. So you're going to be saving lots of shots. Oh. But also you're going to be a part of the game, because in futsal you're a part of the attack. The goal kick comes up, they use their feet, they play from one side to the other. So futsal is an incredible tool for goalkeepers as well. We spoke about that before, but that's something to think about
one
too.
important thing that it's quite common in Brazil as well, and in Spain, as far as I know. So a lot of goalkeepers at futsal, they play as a center back in a game.
Yeah, wow.
Seriously, there's some statistic. I don't have it, but I can tell you in the next episode if I remember. So there's literally, for example, it's 55% of the goalkeepers in futsal. Yeah. They play as a full back or center defender. No, center back.
Yeah.
Which is quite funny. Can you imagine? I'm a goalkeeper at futsal, but then I'm a center back.
Why is that?
So a lot of places in Spain and in Brazil, that's quite a lot. Of course, I'm not telling you about professional teams who play blah blah blah. Yeah. I'm telling you about a lot of players who play futsal as a goalkeeper. They are probably full back or center back in normal games, because they can see the whole thing. It's pretty much it's pretty much the thing they are doing it.
Yeah,
but they can use the hands.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if they're using too much the hands in the futsal, and then they go to the game?
Grab it in soccer.
Baby. They're like, nope, red card, you're out. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? But so I think it could be a good idea. We are starting this goalkeeper program. So if you're curious about being a goalkeeper, and you definitely come out and give it a shot. If you are a goalkeeper and you're looking for some proper goalkeeper coaching by some really good keeper coaches, plus we've invested a lot of money in some very cool equipment. It's stuff that we lie on the ground. You may have seen on TikTok and stuff where we kick the ball and it will just bounce and ricochet off these things off the ground and go anywhere. It really makes you react and try to get those deflections and try to catch it. We've got some rebounds. We're trying to make this program a legit, really, really good program so we can make sure that our goalkeepers become elite. Because that's the goal. Because we want our academy goalkeepers to become elite to help our team. But if you want to come and join it, absolutely. If you're from another club, another academy, come and join and get really good coaching with some really professional equipment that we had to get from bloody England. Yeah, they don't make it here in Australia, this equipment. So we've invested in it. So if you're curious about becoming a goalkeeper, if you are a keeper, definitely come and join. Either try it out or sign up fully. We'd love to have you.
That's perfect. I
Easy
think that's
peasy.
it.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome.
Well done,
Thank you so
Dusty.
much once again.
No worries.
We'll
see you
soon.
around. Ciao.
I'll see you next week or 2 days ago or like
Never.
never know. See ya.